everybody. My name is Stephanie Boulay and I'm the registered dietitian for Coastline Elderly Services in New Bedford. And today's nutrition tip series is on cooking for one. And I have a few tips for you that will help save you time and money when you're at the grocery store. Tip number one, plan your meals ahead of time. So I know that may seem like a menial task, but how many of us, when we go to the grocery store, we come home and go, oh gosh, I have nothing to make for lunch or dinner, right? So make sure that you make your list and then plan your meals around that list. So for example, if you purchase a rotisserie chicken, try to make 3 meals. Come up with 3 meals to make with that rotisserie chicken. My second tip is to make it last. So if you were to make a casserole or to make multiple chicken breasts, make sure that you put them in a freezer bag and just store them in your freezer. So it's a great way to get a nice healthy meal that you can just pull on those days when you may not feel like cooking. And then finally, my third tip is to have a backup plan. So again, there are going to be those days when we don't feel like cooking. So I would encourage you to purchase some healthy frozen meals. And if you're wondering which ones are the best to buy, please check out our website at coastlinenb.org, where we'll give you a list of all of the healthier frozen meal options. Now, today we're going to be making meatloaf in a mug, and it only takes 3 minutes to make. Yes, you heard me right. Meatloaf in only 3 minutes. Now that's my kind of meal. So the first thing that we're gonna do is combine everything except our ground beef. So I have some quick cooking oats, some onion soup mix, which you don't need a lot of, just maybe about half a teaspoon or so. We have some 1% milk, and then some ketchup. And if you're trying to watch your sodium intake, they also have a low sodium ketchup as well. Okay, so I'm just gonna mix these two together, mix all these ingredients together. Okay, then the next step is to mix in the ground beef. Just wanna crumble that over. I used a 93% lean ground beef. But if you like, you can do a ground turkey. I've heard some consumers say that they love it with a ground turkey. It tastes awesome. And I gotta tell you, I was a little skeptical at first when I heard meatloaf in a mug, but let me tell you, it's super tasty, it's delicious, and it tastes like you just spent hours cooking it, and it only took you just a few minutes. And this recipe can be easily doubled as well. All right, so I'm just gonna mix everything all together. And I have a microwave safe mug, very important. Make sure that you use that as well. Nothing with any metal or anything on that. I've made that mistake before. Okay, all right, so now that this is all mixed, I'm just gonna throw it in my mug. And I used a cooking spray. Make sure you spray it all real nice. And then you just take and just pat it down. Okay. You just put it in the microwave for 3 minutes. That's it. Okay. Our meatloaf is done. Okay, so this was done on an 1100 watt microwave, so just be sure to adjust the time to whatever the wattage of your microwave is. So, let's give it a shot, shall we? Only 3 minutes to make a meal, how nice. It's packed with so much flavor, so much flavor. Now, if you're like me, I like a little bit of extra ketchup on my meatloaf, or you can leave it just as is. Well, thank you very much for joining me on this Cooking for One Nutrition Tips series. Stay tuned for more episodes on our website at coastlinenb.org, and be sure to follow us on our YouTube page, Cooking Healthy with Coastline. Take care.